Someone else who never gives up is Thomas McClary, former guitarist and founding member of the Commodores. Now, he's a guy who combined creativity and an infectiously positive attitude to define success on his own terms, and then he went out and found a way to achieve it. Let's go Boulder Backstage for a pretty inspiring story.
Tripping on the life that I'm living, life's too short to bother me.
Thomas McClary's life has been nothing short of amazing. The man who formed the Commodores, discovered Lionel Richie, wrote and co-wrote some of the band's greatest hits, feels like he's ready for his next adventure. For college, he went to Tuskegee University, where, while waiting to enroll,
as I was standing in the registration line, it was raining, and it was, I was like, man, did I make the right decision coming to Tuskegee, little old small college town? So I hear this gentleman whistling a song by Eddie Harris, and Eddie Harris is a jazz musician. He plays saxophone. And this guy was whistling all the nuances in the solo and everything, So I'm like, whoa. So I turned to him and I said, hey, are you a musician? He was very shy, he's like, looked down and all this. It's not really. I said, well, I'm trying to find some band members, because I'm gonna put a band together and we're gonna be the Black Beatles. He looked at me like I was crazy. This guy was Lionel Richie,
That was Lionel Richie?
That was Lionel Richie, that's how we met.
No one, including Lionel himself, had any idea that he would one day become one of the greatest talents in the industry. In fact, it might never have happened if it wasn't for McClary. And the whole way that worked, Lionel, when you guys put the first couple incarnations of the band together, he was a sax player.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
He wasn't the singer.
No, he wasn't.
Until one morning you heard him in the shower.
Yes.
Is that real?
That's real, man. I heard this guy singing in the shower, and I go, hey, you can sing.
With their new lead singer and band members handpicked by McClary, everything clicked, and they decided to go for the big time and headed for New York.
We just barely made it in because we didn't have enough money to get through the toll booth.
It was that bad.
It was that bad.
It got worse when someone stole their gear.
So now we're in New York, no equipment, no money.
Empty-handed, they went to a Harlem hotspot called Small's Paradise, where they couldn't believe they ran into a guy trying to sell something.
And we go, man, that's our equipment. And he had some of our uniforms too with the cleaner's tag still on it.
What did he want for it, the equipment?
$50.
You don't have 50
We don't have $50, Bill. We don't have no $50.
What they did have was a little bit of luck when someone who saw the whole thing go down lent them the money and said,
I know the management very well here. When that band takes a break, I'm gonna have you guys go in there, and if you're not the Black Beatles, you're gonna be in trouble if you can't play for real. We came out with all this energy and singing and dancing and lit the place up. They went nuts. And the gentleman that loaned us the $50 wound up becoming our manager, Benny Ashburn.
The Commodores were unstoppable, and in 1977, they cemented their place among the best with the hit single, Easy. It was you who recorded what most agree is the greatest guitar solo in music.
Well, that was my first time getting a write-up in Rolling Stone magazine. And as a musician, you're like, it's not bad. It's a classic solo that will withstand the test of time. like Sunday morning.
Easy helped catapult Richie to stardom, and when he started making solo albums, well, it was the beginning of the end of the Commodores. McClary tried to hold the band together back then and was still holding out hope when he was hit with the unthinkable.
After 30 years of trying to bring them back together, I said, you know what? I'm just going to do some dates, and maybe they'll come along. Next thing I knew, they hit me with a lawsuit saying, you know, you can't do this. I guess that was the most devastating period of my whole adult life, to have my brothers, who I literally handpicked and literally brought into this group, to say to me, you know what, we're gonna put the law on you. It got to be contentious there for a minute, and I told the judge and the jury that I was not going to let the corporation separate me from the love that I have for those guys.
At an age where many wind down, Thomas McClary is ready to ramp up, looking forward to new opportunities and a new direction.
'Cause I'm high on sunshine, take all my blues away.
They call him T-Mac, Thomas McClary. What a guy. You know, he's put together a kickin' hot band, too, with his kids. Really talented, getting ready to tour, so keep an eye out for them. And try to remember, the next time you get knocked down, think of McClary and find a way to get back up.